Closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Finally arrived in our hotel in Munich. We spent about the last day and a half traveling just by trains and planes to get here. It only took so long because we stuffed up originally. We were going to go to Berlin, and then we changed our minds last minute and wanted to see more of old Germany, so decided to move to Munich, but we'd already booked our flights, so we had to catch the overnight train to Helsinki, then Helsinki to Berlin, and then train from Berlin to Munich, so we didn't get here until late this evening. So we've had a bit of a wander around the city, but we're getting an early night because we have a day tour booked tomorrow to go and look at all the old towns around Munich and do a big tour of just looking at the history that this town has to offer. Good morning from our first day in Munich. We've woken up and we've just headed out to make our way into the city centre for our first tour today. So we're meeting the tour group in the main area of Munich. We'll just grab some breakfast first before I think we jump on a bus and then head out to some of the old towns in Munich to have a wander around some of the castles and the streets and just all the old history that this town and city has to offer. We've opted more to go more the traditional route just to see what the traditional Germany was like. As interesting as it would have been to see the war side of it, we just thought this was a little bit more us. So hopefully it'll be a good tour today. It's cold outside today, it's currently -5, so it's actually colder here than it was in Rovaniemi on our last day, but that's alright, we've all rugged up, so hopefully it'll be nice and warm for our trip. first full day in Munich in Germany. We didn't really spend the day in Munich. We ended up doing a day trip out and we got to see Rothenburg and Harburg Castle, which is one of the oldest castles around Germany, Munich area, and then Rothenburg is like a preserved medieval type village. They were both really cool to see, especially the village because it was like stepping back into a time capsule. So really different to the main cities that we've been staying in, so it was nice to do something a little bit different. So if you do come around this way, then I would recommend trying to do a day trip out there just because it's really cool to see all the old buildings and the colours and just the way things used to sort of be around Germany. So we've made our way back into the city, and then tonight we just wandered around some of the main areas of Munich, just having a look at some of the churches and Christmas markets that are still going. And then we've just made our way back to the apartment and we're getting ready for bed because we've got a big day tomorrow. We're heading over to Legoland. So hopefully it should be a good day over there. The weather's looking good, even though it was meant to be sunny today, it wasn't. So hopefully it'll be sunny tomorrow for our trip to Legoland. We have woken up for the morning and had some breakfast at our hotel, which was actually really good for a hotel breakfast. We've made our way into the city just so we can catch our train over to Legoland. It's about an hour and a half, 2 hour train trip pending which one you catch. So it's going to take a little bit to get in there and then we'll spend the day there. The park closes at 8 o'clock tonight before we make our way back to our hotel this evening. Well, if you walk into it, it's a mirror. Oh, that's a mirror. Don't walk into that.
I'm gonna go this way. Nuts. Mirror. Nuts. Not a mirror.
Oh, what have we found now? our second full day in Munich. We spent the day at Legoland, which was really awesome, although we didn't get the sun like we were predicted. It got very foggy again, which just must be the thing for Germany at the moment. But it was really cool to visit the land. Unfortunately, because of the weather though, some of the rides weren't open, but we still made the most of the ones that were and did a little bit of exploring and shopping around. It was really cool to see all the Lego displays that they had. They had a big area in the middle which had like all of these monuments and stuff that they'd made out of Lego. So that was really cool to see, and something different for us to visit. So we've made our way back to our apartment for tonight, and we're just getting ready for bed before we head out on our final day tour and final day in Munich for tomorrow. Which we're heading to one of the concentration camps and having a look around there and just seeing what that was like. Good morning from our final day in Munich. We've woken up and made our way into the city centre, and we were blessed overnight with a tiny bit of snow, so it was still snowing when we went outside this morning. It's a little bit now, but mostly stopping. We are just making our way to our tour meeting point for this morning to do the Dachau concentration camp. I probably won't do much filming today just out of respect. I don't really want to film in that sort of area. But I might capture just a little bit of footage just so you guys can experience what we're seeing for ourselves. We have finished up from our tour of the Dachau concentration camp and just making our way back to the apartment to get our luggage before we fly out to Amsterdam this evening. It was a really good tour, being able to explore all the camp areas and just see what it was like for the prisoners and how awful it was back then. I think if you are coming to Germany or around this sort of area, it is something that you should do just to really experience what those poor people had to go through. So it was a very emotional sort of day just looking through everything, but it was definitely incredible to see it all. So now we're just grabbing all of our stuff and preparing for our flight out this evening.